into that shit.
Assalamu alaikum, you guys. How you doing? Welcome back to the Beyside Jewel. Hope everybody's doing fine. Shoot, I know we've been going through some stuff, man. I mean, it's crazy how these episodes just keep popping off. But I kind of have some idea. We've got to stop falling for their narratives, man. You guys are not, you're getting one side and then we're getting another side. So with this monkeypox thing, it's not quite the way that some of you may think. It started in Nigeria, but I have done some research, and that's what they're saying, that some guy visited Nigeria and when he came home he had monkeypox. So they're starting that fib that Nigeria is actually like infected with monkeypox with many. But on the news here, it's not quite what it is. And I'm going to bring you some of that from the news here so that you can kind of see for yourself how they control the narratives. Now, what I understand from what I've heard is that during the first outbreak of the you-know-what, the C word, the first outbreak of that, there was a case of monkeypox in Nigeria. However, they were able to contain that so that it didn't spread anywhere else. So I want to make that clear, and I'm going to show you that news in a minute. The other thing that I want to talk about, though, is this Similac, baby food. Guys, you should be able to peep this now. They said that they ran out of baby food, the shortage of Similac. Basically, in my opinion, and you guys should be able to peep this out, what they actually did was pull that stuff off the shelf so that they could stock what they wanted on the shelves. So now, all of a sudden, there's a new kind of Similac that's, back getting on the markets. But how do you feel about that? Really? How do you feel about that? They took the other Similac off the market and they're giving you something else. Do you really feel safe with your baby, consuming that? Do you? I don't know. Just a thought, because they're doing what they want to do. Instead of telling the public that, we want to take this off the market because we are more healthy or something to that effect, but they ain't saying nothing. They're lying to you, talking about there's a lack of Similac. So you guys, the problem is with them is that we are waking up. Our people are waking up, and even their people. So now, I'm going to tell you what's going to be their next narrative. They're going to say, well, if you take this this jab for smallpox, it has like a 86% chance of protecting you from actually getting the monkeypox. For many of us, we done already had that smallpox, but it's still a scary thing for today, getting jabbed with anything, smallpox or anything. But that's another narrative. So people run and get that smallpox vaccine. That's what's going to be popping off next. I just about put my money on that. But I'm going to show you the news that they got going on over here, and you can compare the difference from what you hear over there. And that's the whole purpose that I'm bringing this to you. So just hang on, all right?
Africa Health reporter Rhoda Odhiambo to help demystify some of the myths surrounding the virus. Rhoda, I think we should just start by you telling us what exactly monkeypox is and should we be worried about it?
So first, Peter, let's start by saying that monkeypox is not new to Africa. We've had countries across Western Central Africa who have been reporting these cases because two particular strains of the monkeypox virus are quite dominant in rural parts of Western Central Africa. Now, monkeypox, the name itself is called monkeypox because it was found in monkeys, in a colony of monkeys that were being studied as research. And that is why the name itself is called monkeypox. People end up catching monkeypox if they come into contact with an infected animal. Now, person-to-person transmission is rare, is highly unlikely. But according to the World Health Organization and the Africa CDC, they say for someone to be able to contract monkeypox, they need to be very close to that person for about 3 hours. And they would get this through the respiratory droplets from someone who has been infected with monkeypox, or through the pus. This is by touching the lesions that are on someone who has the blisters after the monkeypox is now full-blown on the person's skin.
There's been a lot of outrage on the African continent about how the Western media houses are covering this story and over some of the images they're using to tell the story. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and why people are so angry?
So, Peter, people were angry over the weekend. It's because some media outlets decided to use images of Africans who are exposed to the monkeypox virus, despite the continent not having reported various cases, as the cases that are being reported in various continents, in countries like Germany, Spain, Canada, and the US, where many cases, up to about 100 cases, have been reported. Some of the arguments that even human rights organizations have said that even though the disease or the virus is endemic in some African countries have not reported many sporadic cases as though cases that are being reported in other parts of the world. They're calling for people to be very, especially international media houses, when they're talking about diseases, to be very specific and also using pictures that are able to define where the diseases are, people from the diseases living in these particular countries. But if you also look back at history, monkeypox was also reported in 2003 in Midwest America, in states like Ohio, Kansas, Illinois, where if people did their research, media outlets having a huge database of photos of people who had been exposed to monkeypox in 2003, then perhaps certain images would be used to tell the stories rather than using pictures from Africans who had already been exposed to the virus. Now, that goes without saying that there are some African countries that dealt with monkeypox when the COVID-19 pandemic was ravaging different parts of the world. We have countries like Nigeria, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, and even Cameroon that were able to contain the outbreak that was spreading during the COVID-19 pandemic. But the concern that researchers here have is the cases that are being reported in countries where they're not near tropical rainforests. And some of the theories that they're giving is that it could be an issue of climate change. It could be an issue, again, of globalization, people moving around a lot. And then there's also the issue of people moving rodents from one place to another and people coming into contact with these rodents that are infected with monkeypox, but they do not know that they are infected with the monkeypox virus.
And indeed, some agencies like Reuters have acknowledged their mistake and have said that they're going to take down those stock pictures and replace them with others. Just very briefly, if you would, Rhoda, is there any chance that this outbreak could spread back onto the continent? You mentioned the fact that during the COVID-19 pandemic, some countries did struggle with an outbreak of monkeypox. Very briefly.
Well, the Africa CDC said that the continent should expect similar outbreaks, but they say that they are very well prepared to contain any outbreak that will be reported. And this is evident in the different outbreaks that have been reported in 4 countries. That's Cameroon, DRC, Central African Republic, and Nigeria, that they were able to contain without the cases spreading further, meaning that there was very little person-to-person transmission in these 4 countries.
Rhoda Odhiambo, always great to have your insight into these very important stories. Thank you very much. Let's take a quick look now.
All right, there you have it. So there's 2 sides. You got the side over there, and then you got our side over here, what our people are saying. You can kind of like compare the difference, compare the difference. But that's what I'm coming on here to do, is we've got to learn to, you know, stop their narratives and stop them from being able to control the masses mentally to be able to do what they want to do. So just my way of actually taking back, you know, and controlling the way that things really are. So I'm showing you their part, what they're saying, and this is what our people are saying right here. So I hope you got something out of that, and it's just a little short video. But till next time, Brother Bey, we're going to sign up out of this camp. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Good evening, everybody. So this is our video for today. So if you find it interesting, like and subscribe.
Exactly.
To this channel. Love.
Peace.